Good morning, Celine. Welcome back to SHS Today. On this episode, Tyler Jacobs shares an interesting story about a fellow student at Celine High School. Saturn Allen serves up a new edition of Dude, Let's Try It. And Sarah Youssef explores the impact of the building's heating problems on students' learning. All this and more on the February 3rd edition of SHS Today.
Hello, Hornets. Welcome back to another edition of SHS Today. I'm Emma Thorson.
And I'm Andrew Schmaltz. Thank you for your patience on this Friday show.
Our show next week will also be on Friday. Then we will be taking a week break for our award season, but we will resume production on Wednesday after that.
Without further ado, let's get right into the show.
Celine is a school of many opportunities, which allows for students' potential to bloom.
Tyler Jacobs is here to show us a student who did just that.
As you walk through the hallways of Celine High School, you see many unique faces. Every face has a story, but some have a story that has the potential to change lives. Neel Moudgal is a senior here at Celine High School, and throughout his 4 years, he has been busy working on a project that involves science that has not even been taught in high school, along with his mentor from the University of Michigan, Dr. Aaron Frank.
I met with my professor right before COVID happened, actually. We had planned to start kind of in person in April. But of course, because of the shutdown, I had to start virtually, and I was able to start though in the summer of 2020.
Neel's project focused on developing a new platform that can predict the structure of various RNA molecules, but this was no easy task.
Many different diseases, like cancer, autoimmune diseases like lupus, even things like epilepsy have at least significant components of them that work through RNA. So understanding how the RNA actually structures is the first step in understanding how we can kind of fix the problems that are caused by such diseases and hopefully cure those diseases.
But Neel wasn't alone. When he tested out of 8th grade, Mr. Bruckman, his counselor, has been helping him juggle between dual enrollment classes and college.
Neel came in here as a 7th grader taking some high-level math classes and then enrolled after that as a high school student. And the big challenges with working with Neel's schedule was just how young he was. So it was really trying to balance what classes we had versus as he started to progress through high school, which classes he was going to dual enroll in at the University of Michigan.
I think I've actually been very lucky to have a lot of great influences in STEM. My parents are both in the STEM fields, and both of them have encouraged me to pursue my love of the STEM field from a very young age. Also, my teachers at Celine have been incredibly supportive of me in STEM. I started with Mr. Brown in 9th grade with physics, and I had Miss Sparks and Mr. Heslop, and they kind of definitely guided me down that pathway towards STEM.
After years of research and work, Neel is incredibly grateful for all the people who have helped and guided him throughout his high school career. Back to you in the studio.
Neel moved on to the top 40 high school scientists and was able to win the Regeneron Science Talent Search, the nation's oldest science and math competition.
Recently, 5 Celine High School students got the chance to perform with the Michigan All-State Band and Orchestra at the Michigan Music Educators Conference in Grand Rapids.
It's an honor for these students to be selected to perform with the Michigan All-State Band. We at SHS Today thank you for representing Celine High School in the highest level ensemble in the state. Seeing people work at the Edge has always sparked my curiosity, but I don't even really know what they do there.
Saturn Allen is here to show us what it is like to work at the Edge in this latest edition of Dude, Let's Try It.
Cookies, coffee, and bagels. The Edge here at Celine High offers all this and more. But what's it like behind the counter? What happens when the sellee becomes the seller? I'm Saturn Allen, and dude, let's try it.
So this is our classroom area. First, we're gonna stop by our punch cards.
Right.
So you'll just put it in this way. There you go, I'm in. So let's come on through this way.
After clocking in, I headed over to the ovens, where I got to make a batch of the Edge's famous cookies.
You can pick your size of gloves. We got medium, large, and extra large.
Okay, let's see if I can actually get them on. Don't put this in the show.
Next, we're gonna grab a selection of cookies. What I usually do is I just grab a handful out of here.
Ooh!
Cut that out.
how many cookies would you say you guys usually sell, or at least like make in a day?
Each shift we make 2 rounds, so that's 12 trays, and then 12 cookies per tray, so it's a lot of cookies.
That's a lot of cookies. To be exact, that's 288 cookies per shift, and over 1,700 cookies per day.
We can take these out, freshly out of the oven.
All right.
And what we do to speed up the cooling process is we slam it down.
Grab another one of these trays.
Another one.
And
yeah, that's the cookie making process here is the edge.
wow, yeah, well, thank you.
Of course.
After making cookies, I worked the register, where, hey, that's Lynn Fountain from SHS Today. It's an honor. Who are you? I don't know. After a long lunch of working the register, making cookies, and learning the ins and outs of the edge, I left with a few newfound skills, and maybe 1 or 2 edge cookies. Reporting for SHS Today, I'm Saturn Allen. Back to you in the studio.
You know, I've always wanted to work at the Edge.
If you'd like to help, talk to your counselor about taking marketing.
Valentine's Day is coming soon, and with that comes singograms. For $5, you can send your special friend a love song performance from the 10 Tones and a chocolate treat on Valentine's Day. Singograms go on sale from Wednesday the 8th through Friday the 10th during all lunches.
Boy, is it hot in here, or is it just me?
It's definitely not you. Sarah Youssef is here to uncover the mystery behind why classrooms are always too hot or cold and how it affects students.
In Saline High School, it's common to feel too hot or too cold wherever you go in the building. But what's causing this problem?
A lot of these controls that we have in the business now are not presently supported. In all the other buildings, we have temperature controls on a computer so we can see what the temperatures are in every other facility except for the high school today. The high school is offline because it's a security threat for hackers and stuff like that, because it's supported from a 1997 Windows machine right now.
Outdated systems make it hard for the high school to respond or check inconsistencies with heating and cooling. The issue with these systems aren't just known by one student. We sent out a survey to find out how much of an issue this really is. And out of 184 responses, 92% of students found the temperature inconsistent, and 71% found it uncomfortable. The school's temperatures may seem like an annoyance for some, but for students with disabilities or chronic illnesses, it can hinder their ability to function in a school setting.
With POTS, going through different temperatures, like a really cold classroom to a really hot classroom quickly, it makes your heart rate spike.
River Brower is a student who is diagnosed with the chronic illness POTS. That makes it hard to regulate your body temperature.
When you're dealing with the temperature changes and like already trying to monitor your heart rate as is, you're more so focused on where am I going to pass out at.
However, solutions are on the way, but with supply chain issues making it difficult to get the materials to fix this, it's been a lengthy process.
To date, we only have about 70% of the actual materials ready to go for the summer of 2023 installation. During the summer, there'll be areas shut down. The high school will be adding air conditioning to the gymnasiums. We're looking forward to getting the new controls installed. Just have patience. We got to get through these next 6 months to June 10th, and then when you come back in the fall, we should be able to provide a better learning environment for all the students and the staff to teach in.
Pretty soon, Saline High School will be in good condition for every staff and student to carry out their daily activities. Reporting for SHS Today, I'm Sarah Youssef. Back to the studio.
The heating issues in the school may not end before us seniors leave, but it's good to learn that we are looking toward a future with a better climate.
Well, that's all the time we have this week. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to follow @Celine on Instagram and YouTube for show updates and behind-the-scenes content. I'm Emma Thorson.
And I'm Andrew Schmaltz. Tune in next week for a story on unique student collections, new staff members at SHS, and a local store here in Saline.
Have a great week, Hornets.